Hello everyone, I'm Romeo Cantu with Edinburg CISD Media. I'm here at Brewster School where we're kind of celebrating a huge honor that's about to take place. This is for Coach Alsbury, who's joining me here now because he is being inducted into the RGV Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Coach. This is exciting. How do you feel about that?
What a great honor. I feel lucky to be around and be part of a bunch of people before me, some great coaches, some great athletes from the Valley. That have really distinguished themselves, and to be in part of that group, I'm honored.
And you got a cool souvenir already. What is that?
Yes, sir. I got my Hall of Fame ring right here, my beautiful Hall of Fame ring. We put that on. I'm very proud of it. And like I said, I'm around a couple of really good people, and I guess I'm part of that bunch now.
Now, it takes a lot to be there because this is really going to kind of recognize all of your athletic abilities since you were in high school. So let's start with that in high school. What kind of accomplishments did you have? I know you went to Edinburg High.
Yes, sir. I played, I guess I was on varsity 4 different sports, football, baseball, basketball, and track. For my Bobcats, I have nothing but great memories playing all those sports with all my friends, and we were often successful.
Okay, and what kind of achievements did you have while you were playing football for EHS?
So my senior year, I was actually very ill. I missed 10 games, so I missed out on a lot of honors. The year before, as a junior, I was All-Valley safety and All-Valley punter first team, and would like to have thought I may have been able to build on that my senior year, but I struggled through an illness called mononucleosis that kept me out just about the whole season. So luckily I had a couple of great games in the playoffs that carried me into college football.
All right, let's talk about that in college. So you were successful, obviously, because they took you into college. Tell me about your college career. So
I had lucky enough to have several choices of where I wanted to play college football. And I chose Texas State, what is now Texas State. My brother and sister had gone to school there. I'd visited there before. I was lucky enough to be offered a full scholarship there. I started all 4 years at punter, and it worked out.
And then from there, you're one of the lucky ones from the Valley who took it to the pros. Yes, tell me about your pro career.
Yes, sir. Very exciting. I was lucky enough. I was invited to the NFL Combine, whereas the top, about the top 10 per position in the country, and I'm there. And we compete, and I graded out as number 2, and was obviously that pulled in more scouts. Next thing you know, I got drafted by the Patriots, and I played with the Patriots. It was almost overwhelming. It was everything you can imagine as a kid growing up watching football, and now all of a sudden I'm around these guys I've been watching on TV. The following year, I played in what's called the NFL Europe. I played for a team called the London Monarchs. I started and punted. I also ended up playing a little safety there too. After 1992, I had some tryouts with several teams with San Francisco, Green Bay, Miami, New York Giants, and I got myself into a camp in Reno, Nevada for ex-NFL guys, maybe people that are right on the edge, and I just totally exploded over there. And next thing you know, before I could walk off the field, I had a couple of NFL teams ready to sign me, and I signed with the Cowboys in 1996. And so, can you imagine? My locker mate was Jason Garrett. He was a guy I golfed with all summer. He was a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm hanging out with Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and Deion Sanders. I'm having a conversation with Deion Sanders after practice. Hey, Deion, can you show me what you were talking with the other guys about, your feet work, and it's a dream come true.
Wow.
It was all that and more.
And now, tell me about a little bit what you're doing now and how you came here to Brewster School.
So I was coaching college football. I was coaching for the Javelinas, but I had quite a surprise. I had a son on the way. And I realized at that moment that I call it a real coach, but to coach college football, or at least to that level, you're very busy, you're often away from home, and that just didn't equate to what I wanted to do, my goals. My goal was more so to be a father than a coach. And scratching my head, what to do, and then Brewster opened up. Brewster opened up in the middle of the year. The coach before me, Rodney Guerra, had done a great job. He was leaving in the middle of the year. I can leave the university whenever I wanted. And I said, you know what, sign me up for that. And so I got the best of both worlds. I'm able to be a full-time dad and a full-time coach.
And you've been coaching here, Brewster, for how long now?
I just completed my 20th year.
Wow,
yes,
20 years.
Yes, sir.
And what is the best advice you think you would have for the students here at Brewster School?
So I do my best. We do our best to model, to be a success in the future. And a couple things is hard work. We'd like to think that we really emphasize manners, yes sir, no sir. And together with hard work and the right attitude and just being, as a basic rule, being respectful, it should give you a good head start and you should take it from there.
All right. Well, there's one thing that's kind of blaring on my corner of my eye here. I've got to show these. These are some really fascinating rings. You want to show these? Tell me a little bit about them.
I got my, let me put this back in here, my Hall of Fame ring. I got a couple rings from some universities that I coached at. And these are just a little history from some places I've been.
Congratulations. We are very proud of you on being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Quite an honor, and thank you for coming by, guys.
All right, thank you. And I'm Romeo Cantu reporting for Edinburg CISD, your district of choice.